Today, it's the National Football League. It's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. Kyler Murray and the New Orleans Saints.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And he returns this to the 22. Here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting on a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Maurice Hurst in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Murray with a 3rd and long. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10.
Play fake. Here's Love. That is caught by Cohen. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 7 yards, the pickup there. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. They'll try and run here with Swift. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. And he'll throw right away. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
yards on
The rushing numbers last week for Cohen. 19 carries, 61 yards. Second down, Love.
They've won 2 straight games. They have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Back at the 45-yard line.
Love now on second down. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Zach Cunningham. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game. That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The open man here, Renfro. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Here's second and 5 now from the 22.
And 5 at the 22-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Murray. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
It's second and inches.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
For a Saints.
Here's Murray from midfield. And now he'll tuck it and run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 44-yard line.
On second down, Swift. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Swift, the ball carrier.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Gain on the play. It's third down and 4.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
A first carry now. This is Williams. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with third and 9 looming.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1. Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, first and 10. On first and 10, it's Swift. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Swift, the ball carrier.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 12 carries, 114 yards, and a score.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on him.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Kenny Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession, and they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun. Love. His throw incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
On 2nd down, Swift, and very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The tackle made at the 40.
The Saints on 3rd down, not good, 0 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He may try and run for this. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Let me play, dog. Let me play.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs. all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
The ball carrier.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
Cohen, the ball carrier.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
It's a gain of 3. And a Packer
on the give. This is Cohen, and he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
On the stop. 1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39.
On 2nd down, Williams. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
The ball carrier. Malcolm Jenkins on the tackle. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. Throws right side, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup.
Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And this is picked up by the Saints. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Now the 2nd down throw on target. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The Saints 1st down there on a gain of 11. And he finds a man on the crossing route.
Murray's pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Could we get a touchdown in this 1st half after all? It's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Murray. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 from the 8.
At the 8-yard line.
Flush to his right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Murray. This is caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Here's the option going left on second down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Packers.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, Murray. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and
to throw again on second down. Murray rolling to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position.
3rd and 3.
On third down, here comes Swift. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on...
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Taken down back at his own 7. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come up to 6.
A lot of points. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. It's taken to the 26. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now here's a throw that's taken in by Tajae Sharpe. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
Murray's pass.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Are you crediting your defense?
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
27-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Cameron Jordan make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. To throw now, here's Love. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
At the Packers' 13-yard line.
On 2nd down now. Swift. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
That's good.
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kyler Murray hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash in for 6.
The kick is good.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this carries into the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Give him 14 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Can't get away, and He's taken down. Cameron Jordan has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. And we got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Jordan Love ready on first down here. Making the catch is Sternberger. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Three quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a first and 10 at the 11. Love from the gun. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast.
Touchdown, Packers! Jay Sternberger, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are back within a score.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And this is back to a 5-point game.
The kick is good.
So that drive, 4 plays, and the result, a Green Bay score. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Maurice Hurst. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Murray. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's good for a save.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Murray dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
From the gun, Murray steps away. He can run for it, and he will. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Good for us.
That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up a third down. In search of 8 yards on third down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Intercepted.
A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First down, Green Bay.
Love now to pass on first down. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row,
oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
that feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Murray. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. This will be caught at about the 6. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back first down pickups. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
The tackle made by Kevin King.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Jason Pierre-Paul able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be fourth down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
15.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. First down, love to pass. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
To DeAndre Hopkins.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
At the 42-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Love finds the open target, Arnold. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Packers.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. After the turnover, here's Murray. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. First down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Hopkins. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now this will make it into the end zone, and this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And this is picked up by the Saints. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And with the defense out at timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee.
On the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
Down to a knee goes Murray as that will just about wrap this thing up. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Saints, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Buffalo Bills next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.